Hello, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I am a certified pharmacy technician. This is basically part 3 of becoming a pharmacy technician, and today we're going to be discussing like licensure and certification. So I'm going to start off by my state. I am in Mississippi. You do need a license, but you do not need to have a certification. The difference is the license is basically just registering with the board of pharmacy. So for me, it's the Mississippi Board of Pharmacy. For other states, it might be like the Texas Board of Pharmacy, and it goes on from there. You just getting that licensure with your number on it, and that you are licensed in that particular state. Certification means you go to a accredited testing site and you actually take the test. You have two tests, which is the NHA, National Health Association, and a PTCB, which is basically like the hospital pharmacy tech certification. That test to me is harder. I did take both, but I do have my national certification. Now, I have my MacBook with me because I'm going to go by the states, not all of them, but I'm going to pinpoint some that requires certification. My state again does not require it, but I got it because you get more money when you are certified. And I feel like you will get hired probably quicker maybe if you are certified, but in either case, you do need to get licensed in that state. So it may say licensed or registered. So let's go by a couple of them. So again, in Mississippi, it is optional, but you do have to register. You do need to be registered. Um, let's see, Tennessee, it is optional. You do need to get registered. Texas, you are required to get certified, meaning you have to take that test. It is required. You have to have training, I see, and you have to be registered. Me, I was not trained. I did on the job training, I ain't gonna lie. I did do on the job training, but I only had like a couple months before I had to take my test. So that's kind of good, you get that experience and then you take the test. But I did study on my own. I did not go to school. I did not go to school for pharmacy technician. Again, I did not go to school. I did not waste my money to go to pharmacy. I'm not going to say that because a lot of people, they can't study on their own. So if you need to go, go. But I did not. I studied on my own. I bought a book from Barnes and Noble. It was the PTCE. That's what it's called. But it's all the same. And it did have a lot of the same information that was on the test. For my test, it was a lot of math. So yes, it's going to be a lot of generics and brand names. All right, back to the states. New York, you are required to be certified. You are required to be certified in New York, and you must be licensed in New York. In, let's see, Michigan, it is optional, but you need certification or training plus registered. In Louisiana, you are required to be certified. You are required to be certified in Louisiana, plus you need registration. So it might be like the Louisiana Board of Pharmacy. In Illinois, it is required to be certified, and you do need a certification. And it doesn't say anything about registering, but certification is needed. Idaho, it is required to be certified. In Florida, it is optional to be certified, but you must complete a board-approved training and register. Connecticut is optional. Colorado, you don't need anything in Colorado. You don't need to be certified or registration. Wow. Arkansas is optional to be certified. Let's see. Arkansas is optional to be certified, register, and training test required. So as you can see, one more. Alabama is optional to be certified, but registration is required. So as you can see, registration, you really they do a background check and everything with that. Now your job will pay for that. They also will pay for your test. I know mine did. They pay for your test the first go round at the testing site, but if you don't pass, the next time they will not pay for that exam. I think mine was like $122 or something like that. But yes, I did not pass the first go round with the NHA, so I took the PTCB. I knew the PTCB was going to be harder. I wasn't preparing for the PTCB because I was not going to work in a hospital. But I took it anyway, and I did not pass. So I got down on, my work, my studying. I purchased an app. It's called the PTCE. It's a lot of available sources for you to study that doesn't require you to go to school. You know what I'm saying? Or spend a lot of money at all. But the third go round, I did pass the NHA. I'm not ashamed to say that because that was something I just threw myself into. I didn't not know what I was getting into with pharmacy. But again, please look in your state whether you need to be registered and or certified or none at all. But you can go to your local Walgreens, Walmart, Kroger pharmacy and see if they're hiring. And if they hire you and say, hey, all you need to do is get certified right now, registered right now, get registered, get that hands-on experience, that on-the-job training, and then, take your exam and pass. You have options available to you outside of, gaining that knowledge and experience with becoming a pharmacy technician. But I highly suggest that you look into it. If you're going to be serious about it, be serious about it. And you can gain a lot of certifications, like with becoming a pharmacy technician. You get your sterile compounding license, your chemo. You have things available to you. I feel like people just don't want to look, but just look, you know what I'm saying? Again, I just threw myself out there, and I was just like, at the local Kroger that I was working at, I was in the customer service area. I went back and I'm like, hey, I want to do pharmacy technician. What do I need to do? Manager told me, hey, you just need to get certified. We'll come in, set an interview, we'll talk and discuss. I got on it because I was getting serious about it. Like, in these day and ages and times, you need something stable. You can go to a hospital, you can work from home. You can. In my previous video, I talked about it, working from home, working at the hospital, working retail. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. But it is like a lot of things available to you. You can find a job fairly quickly, fairly easily, but especially depending on where you are. But we will always need a pharmacy technician, and it is a rewarding thing. Like, you working in healthcare and you are on the scene without being on the scene. It's like, not like you're like poking patients or nothing like that as a nurse. Like, I tried nursing school, didn't work out. I was just like, nah, I need to do pharmacy because this is where my heart is. But definitely look into your state and what the requirements are. If I want to work with Louisiana, work from home, all I need to do is get certified there, and boom, I'm in there. So yes, look into it. In my next video, we will discuss some things. So I would say subscribe and stay tuned. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.